dumped in front was Terry, and it's swatted by Tony DeAngelo away, and the Flyers to center. Travis Sanheim out of Elkhorn, Manitoba, with a long wrist shot that's in the glove of the Pittsburgh native, John Gibson.
An indication, John, that those defensemen will jump up into the rush for the Flyers. They're being encouraged to do so by head coach John Tortorella. He's looking for more goals.
It was Morgan Frost who went right to the top of the crease that created some havoc. And the Ducks just clear it back. Van Riemsdyk reverses it, and a big hit on Tippett. And the Flyers bring it from deep in their own zone. Cates carries it in, upended, and then from his knees jams it right on goal. I beg your pardon, that was Morgan Frost. DeAngelo leads the team among defensemen with 7 goals. 3 have come on the power play. Frost got it in front, kicked away by Gibson. Down low, Cates gives it back and around the perimeter. One-time shot comes from Lawton. Lawton leans in to take the draw and then chases to the corner to recover the puck back to Ristolainen and all the way to the top of the circles, and a right pad save by Gibson in the dying seconds of the power play. Carrick out of the box and the Ducks full strength, and he will immediately engage Tippett as he wheels off the left boards with it. Back to the line, long one-timer from Lawton, easily handled by Gibson, but recovered, and Tippett got a backhander away as Farabee with a nice pass out of the corner. You get the feeling he's here to stay, Brian, with the big club, the Flyers. He has split the year so far between the American League team in Lehigh Valley and Philadelphia.
Well, 6 points in 10 games for Cam York, so a pretty good start.
Should be a rousing finish to that tournament that's currently ongoing in Halifax. Konecny speeds in and then fans on it as he looked to the far post like he wanted to make a pass. Cates' shot deflects straight in the air. He gets it back down low, and Farabee scores! He just curled a backhander off of Gibson over the netminder and in. And the Flyers have done something they haven't done very much this year. That's get the game's first goal.
But the Flyers have scored the opening goal of the game, and this kind of squirts free and gets in behind Benoit and Klingberg. And Farabee is just going to kind of sweep this puck on the backhand, and it just trickles between the pads of John Gibson and over that line. And you could just see at the very last second.
7th of the year for Farabee, who 2 years ago had 20 for the Flyers. Ducks get it right back. Zegras on the doorstep, set up immediately by Henrique, who did a great job before checking.
The first one will be, and you called it, Adam Henrique with a quick stick, quick turnover, right on the doorstep. Boy, Ersson, you get the feeling that this game's going to be a little bit more wide open than recent games.
Terry storms back in and lets one fly from the dot. Ersson hangs up. McTavish across the line, that blows up off the stick of Comtois. And the Flyers finishing changes now restart. Here comes Morgan Frost. Right through the middle of the ice and now into the Anaheim zone. Pulls it in and scores! Long wrist shot that fooled Gibson. A short side goal. And the Flyers lead 2-0.
Off the stick to Kevin Shattenkirk. We'll get a look at it from this angle. I don't think it does. I think it goes directly in. Perhaps it skips off the top of the foot of Shattenkirk. But that's a save that John Gibson needs to make. And that's a shocker.
For Frost, his 8th of the season. In a matter of just 15 days, Anaheim will be in Philadelphia on the 17th of this month to round out the series. And there's that all-important face-off win to begin the period. Here comes Konecny. Penalty is over. Brown's out of the box. Flyers into the Anaheim zone. Konecny right to the top of the crease. And Gibson with a good stop.
He could really fly. And you see Fowler pointing at Zegras saying, you pressure him. And as soon as Konecny realized that it was Zegras back there, he says, I think I can get my shoulder inside. He was able to do that. And as soon as they do that, they really activate their defense off of the blue line.
Here's a 2-on-1. Hayes into the Anaheim zone, cuts to the slot, hands it off. They score! Patience from Kevin Hayes. Konecny's 19th of the year makes it 3-0.
Boy, that was a great decision by Kevin Hayes. Nobody there. First, you can see it's Beaulieu, and he just slides out of the frame, and then McTavish. You get a forward back there, and he was unsure what to do, and from a pretty severe angle. That's a great look from that angle. Watch where Konecny shoots this puck from. About 2 feet in front of the goal line.
And Scott Lawton, who's second in the league with 3 shorthanded goals, couldn't get to the net. Ducks counter back. Strome to the slot, off the goal post.
Folks, we'd like to recognize our Orange Alliance member of the game.
And that sent Farabee over the top of John Gibson.
Boy, if that pass connects, it's a wide open net.
Here's a 2-on-1 for the Ducks. Zegras, backhand, Ersson, save!
What a stop.
Nick shortly thereafter, and Nick said it almost brought him to tears to see Paul once again back at the building, and that's the special part of it. It's the people. Mentioned the Flyers have 4 different top 10 draft picks in their lineup in this game. Ivan Provorov is one of them. He was a 7th overall pick by the Flyers. Ducks turn it over. Boy, Lawton had a golden opportunity between the circles.
Here's that last stop as Hayes tries to jam it into the legs of Gibson. It was a big rebound that squirted free.
Turns away from McTavish. Now it's in his skates. McTavish digs it away. Tries to stuff it on the wraparound. It comes to the high slot and is brought in by Hayes. Drops it off to Lawton across the line the other way. Lawton gets it back. Circles the net. Stuffs it on the wraparound. Scott Lawton. It's 4-0.
On the wraparound, sometimes you're trying to turn the toe of the stick over and score it yourself. That one, he just dumps it into the goal crease, and I think it goes off the left skate of Cam Fowler. We'll see it on this angle. Yeah, there it is, off the toe of the skate of Fowler, underneath the left leg of Gibson.
No, Vetrano's not fooling around. Delorier skates into one, fires Gibson way outside the top of his crease to make the save and cover up. Well, the Zamboni corner strikes again at Honda Center, and Leeson very nearly spoiled the shutout bid for Sam Ersson.
Well, when things are going right, they're going right, and so that's a couple of posts that the Ducks have hit in this game behind Ersson, but
Comtois comes up with one in front. Carrick turned away by Ersson. Flyers hadn't won back-to-back games since early November. They're going to make it 3 in a row here tonight. Zegras got his shot through. Braun sweeps the rebound away. Zegras gets it back in front. Strome scores! So the curse of the broadcaster remains intact.
Comes through Ryan Strome, who hit a pipe earlier. A similar looking play, got into the middle. A lot more difficult for him. Zegras keeps the puck alive. Vetrano, well, it's not Vetrano, it's Magna, goes to the front of the net. And through all those legs, this time the shot gets through.
And that's going to bring our final tally to 5-1 tonight. And the Flyers have made it 3 straight. I beg your pardon, 4-1.